The movie opens with a lottery ad announcing a massive mega ball jackpot worth $156 million. Somewhere across town, a drug dealer named Sterling is in the middle of a deal when it falls apart. One of the buyer's friends jumps him, steals the drugs, and grabs his wallet, leaving Sterling broke and furious. That same night, a handful of strangers all end up at the same local supermarket owned by a man named Amir. There is Abraham and his heavily pregnant girlfriend Anna, a wealthy businessman named Laird, a cop named Cody who just needs the restroom, and Sterling, still fuming over getting robbed. Laird decides to scan a few mega ball tickets at the store's machine. To everyone's shock, one of them is the winning ticket. Every number matches. Laird has just won the entire $156 million jackpot, and he cannot hide his excitement. He celebrates loudly and blurts out exactly how much he just won. For Sterling, that number is the last straw. After losing everything and living his whole life in poverty, he snaps, "This is your lucky day." Sterling tears pages from a magazine and tapes them to his hoodie as a makeshift mask to hide his face from the people in the cameras. Then he pulls a gun on Laird and demands the ticket, turning the store into a hostage situation in seconds. Right then, Officer Cody walks out of the restroom, sees the masked robber, and draws his weapon. Just as Laird hands over the winning ticket, Cody orders Sterling to the ground. Sterling tries to run and Cody opens fire. The shot misses and hits Laird instead, killing the lottery winner instantly. Sterling fires back and Cody drops too. Amir grabs a hidden gun from behind the counter, but Sterling overpowers him and takes that weapon as well. He kills the lights, locks the doors, and collects everyone's phones and wallets. He forces the group to drag the bodies of Cody and Laird into the restroom and clean the blood off the floor. Abraham and Anna are tied up, and Amir is ordered to wipe the store's security footage. Instead of deleting it right away, Amir tries to reason with him. He points out that even with the footage gone, claiming a $156 million prize will not be simple. The store will get investigated. If anyone finds the bodies or figures out what happened, the prize gets canceled and nobody sees a cent. That gets Sterling thinking. He comes up with a plan to invent a completely different version of events that everyone has to repeat exactly. In this fake story, an unknown robber tried to steal the ticket from Laird. A cop showed up, a shootout followed, both Laird and the officer died, and the robber escaped. In exchange for going along with it, Sterling offers to share the winnings. Amir agrees but wants $10 million for his silence. Sterling only offers $4 million. Anna refuses the whole insane plan, but Abraham sees it differently. Thinking about their baby on the way, he agrees and asks for $20 million for the two of them. Sterling counters with $6 million. Abraham works hard to convince Anna that this money could change their lives and give their child a real future. Before they can settle anything, someone starts pounding on the front door. It is Amir's brother-in-law, who normally works the night shift. Amir goes out and lies, saying he is closing early because he just got divorce papers and wants to be alone. Then it gets worse when a security guard who regularly buys cigarettes shows up too. As they leave, the guard accidentally kicks a spent shell casing under a table and hears it. Both men get suspicious, but luckily neither checks the back room. Eventually Anna gives in. At this point, the group changes strategy. Instead of memorizing an elaborate story, they decide it is easier to just make the bodies disappear. What started as one man's robbery has now turned all of them into accomplices. Their first problem is Laird's body. Checking his phone, Anna finds out he is single with no close family and was planning a vacation. She uses that to email his secretary, claiming he will be away for a whole month so nobody suspects he is dead. Cody's body is a harder problem, so they focus on getting rid of Laird first. What none of them realize is that Cody is still alive. The bullet only hit his shoulder. Injured and quiet, he listens from the restroom and plays dead whenever anyone comes near. Wearing gloves, Abraham loads Laird's body into a car to dump it far away. The moment everyone leaves, Cody grabs his chance and calls his father Dick. Dick is a SWAT officer, and he happens to be with two fellow SWAT members, Dobbs and their leader, Captain Rutledge. Cody had actually overheard the news about the jackpot before the shooting. On the phone, he tells his father that criminals shot the lottery winner while trying to steal the ticket. What he leaves out is that he is the one who killed Laird. He asks his dad for help, but not just a rescue. He pitches a plan to steal the winning ticket for themselves, since the family is struggling for money. Tempted by the prize, Dick brings Dobbs and Rutledge in on the scheme. Back at the store, Sterling orders Abraham to take Laird's body and car to the island, where Laird had planned his vacation, to make it look like he died there. An argument breaks out when Sterling refuses to let Anna go along. He wants to keep her behind as insurance in case Abraham does not finish the job. Abraham leaves alone. Sterling hands his phone back so they can stay in contact and reminds Anna about their signal. If anything goes wrong, she can warn Abraham by singing a song that means something to the two of them. On the road, while waiting for a train to pass, Abraham gets approached by the same security guard from the store. The guard notices how nervous Abraham is and starts to suspect something. Abraham panics, a struggle breaks out, and he accidentally kills the guard. Out of options, he stuffs that body into the trunk alongside Laird's. Back at the store, Amir starts deleting the footage while Dick, Dobbs, and Rutledge arrive nearby and gear up. Once the recordings are gone, Sterling tells Abraham to hurry up and get back, convinced they are minutes away from being rich. But Amir has stopped trusting him. He is now sure Sterling plans to keep the whole fortune, so he secretly gets ready to kill Sterling with a hammer. Sensing everything is about to blow up, Anna starts singing the signal song, hoping Abraham hears it through the open phone line. At that exact moment, Rutledge lines up a shot on Sterling from outside, while Dick and Dobbs move in through the back. It all goes to hell. Both Sterling and Amir are shot dead. Anna survives by faking her death, making it look like she suffocated under a plastic sheet. Dick is more ruthless than anyone expected. To make sure she is dead, he crushes her hand under his boot and nearly steps on her unborn baby. He gets distracted by Abraham's voice still coming through the phone, tells his partners another person is out there, and destroys the phone. A little later, while searching the store, Dick lets his guard down. Anna seizes the moment, attacks him with a hammer, and beats him to death. The weight of what she just did hits her hard, but there is no time. Dick's two partners are still alive and still after the ticket. Meanwhile, Abraham abandons the car with both bodies on a ferry and rushes back toward the store, knowing Anna is in danger. Outside, Rutledge and Dobbs load the wounded Cody into their vehicle and start wondering why Dick has not come back. Suspicious, they head into the store. Anna fires a warning shot and grabs a police radio to make her position clear.
1071.
She threatens to burn the winning ticket if anyone comes in. By now, she understands exactly what they want. It is the same 156 million everyone else is chasing. Even with a bullet wound in her hand, Anna keeps fighting. Digging through Dick's belongings, she uncovers a shocking history. Dick was once caught in a corruption scandal that pushed him out of SWAT. During his trial, he refused to name the people who helped him, which strongly hints that his closest partners, Dobbs and Rutledge, were in on it. Because he never exposed them, both men kept their jobs and walked away clean. Meanwhile, Cody sits in the car, badly wounded, asking again and again where his father is. Before long, Dobbs and Rutledge spot Abraham coming back and grab him. Once they realize he is Anna's boyfriend, they use him as leverage. They beat him and tell Anna to hand over the ticket or Abraham dies. Anna does not panic. She fights with information. First, she threatens to expose Rutledge and Dobbs as the corrupt officers who helped Dick. Then she drops an even bigger bomb. The man who actually killed Laird was Cody. The bullet is still lodged in Laird's head, and once the body turns up, forensics will trace it straight back to Cody's gun. That means Cody goes to prison and the whole cover story collapses. Using that, Anna demands they release Abraham and give her a share of the winnings. That only makes Rutledge angrier. Determined to end the threat and keep all 156 million, he orders Dobbs to kill her. Anna cuts the power again, making it much harder for Dobbs to find her, and he searches room by room in the dark. When the lights come back on, the two finally collide. A brutal fight follows, and against the odds, Anna kills Dobbs. Knowing she needs help fast, she triggers the fire sprinklers, setting off the alarm and alerting emergency services. Then she pulls the winning ticket from Sterling's pocket. The second she grabs it, a gunshot goes off. Cody, enraged over his father's death, shoots her, but the bullet only hits her hand again. As he moves in to finish her, Abraham arrives and tries to stop him. Then Rutledge shows up. At first, it looks like he is calming Cody down, but instead, he coldly kills him. Rutledge knows Cody is now a liability because if he lives, he could expose the truth about Laird in court. Surprisingly, Rutledge does not turn his gun on Abraham and Anna. He makes a colder, smarter call. He realizes they all need each other to survive and offers to work together. Moments later, police and firefighters respond to the fire alarm and arrive on scene. Weeks pass after that night. The lottery prize is finally claimed, and life seems to move on. A new jackpot gets announced, and the whole thing looks over. Rutledge is even invited onto a TV talk show where he is celebrated as a hero. Only now do we learn the story they built together. In their official version, Anna and Abraham were the true owners of the winning ticket. A group of violent criminals, including the store owner, attacked them to steal it. Police arrived, a massive shootout followed, and Rutledge was the only officer to survive. Out of gratitude for saving their lives, Anna and Abraham supposedly gave him half the prize, a staggering $78 million. At least that is the story they chose to tell. Elsewhere, Anna gives birth to a healthy baby. Friends, neighbors, and even strangers who feel for their ordeal shower the family with Christmas gifts. But the joy is complicated. They finally have a beautiful child and more money than they ever imagined, yet they cannot shake the guilt. Deep down, they know the fortune was never really theirs, and that people died for it. Then the film ties off one last loose end. The car carrying Laird and the security guard has ended up at a used car dealership. At first, everything looks normal. Then one of the dogs on the lot catches a strange scent and starts sniffing around the vehicle, drawing attention to whatever is still hidden inside. And with that, the movie leaves us with one final question. Will the story Anna, Abraham, and Rutledge invented finally come out? Or will they keep the truth buried forever? So the moral of the story is if someone wins $156 million, maybe just say, nice, and go home. Because every person who stayed for the jackpot somehow unlocked a side quest involving murder, corruption, and terrible life choices.